Hey, what is happening, you anti-deodorant Dunsparce? Today, we're going to finally be taking a look at Lugia VSTAR, the most hyped card from Silver Tempest, and with good reason. It's really, really good. 280 HP, Tempest die for 220 for 4 colorless energy. At first, you're probably like, whoa, that's a lot of colorless energy for only 220 damage, and it has the effect you may discard a stadium in play. You don't have to, but if you want to, go for it. But it's got that summoning star ability. Once in your turn, you may put up to 2 colorless Pokemon that don't have a rule box from your discard pile onto your bench, and that really is where all the power from Lugia comes, because there's an Archeops in this set that says once in your turn, you can search your deck for any 2 special energy and attach them to one of your Pokemon. So the goal of this deck is, of course, to use Summoning Star to get 2 Archeops in play, and then accelerate 4 energy in play that turn, and all your following turns to set up a bunch of big attackers and take over the game. And it's actually ridiculously powerful. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at this list. This list is going to be a little bit different. Probably what most of you have been playing with or seeing be played. There's no Aurora energy in this build. A little bit more straightforward, a little bit more consistent. I will be coming at you guys with a deck profile of a build of Lugia with Aurora energy, but I want to show this one off first because it is different and a little bit more unique. So let's go ahead, let's take a look at that. So no Aurora energy in this build, like I mentioned, and instead we've got just more higher counts of the colorless energy. So of course we're still rocking the 4 powerful energy. We're rocking 3 of the V-Guard energy because we generally attack with 3 Lugia in this build of the deck, and we want to keep them healthy and not KO'd. We also got a couple gift energy in here, so that way when our opponent does take knockouts, we're able to draw some extra cards to get to bigger plays and more options on our following turn. A couple capture, once again talking towards a little bit of the consistency of this build. Capture energy, more outs to our basic Pokemon, specifically our Lugias in our early turns is a big deal. And then 4 double turbo energy in here, because if we're attacking with a lot of Lugias, I mean, the attack still costs 4 colorless energy. So even when we have the Archeops in play, accelerating a bunch of special energy into play, that's still a pretty big cost if we're trying to attack with 3 Lugias. So we got the Archeops in here. And the only other attacker I have in here, we do attack with Archeops quite a bit in most matchups, actually. So Archeops is basically a main attacker in this deck. The only other attacker we do have is the AzulGG, and I added this in here because I felt like I was struggling a little bit against Mew and Kyurem VMAX, so it really helps both those matchups a lot, and maybe some of the other VMAX matchups as well, but really good against VMAXs, obviously, and I was struggling a little bit with the VMAXs not having access to stuff like Charizard or Yveltal. Heavy hitters only worth, the 1 prize card, so the Gigas has really helped solidify those matchups for sure. Nothing else super special in here. I do have the Gardevoir in here as well for the Giratina matchup. Giratina playing the Temple of Sinnoh right now, so they have a way around the V-Guard energy, but don't really have a way around the Radiant Gardevoir. So that lost impact, that does 280 damage. Not going to be KOing my Lugia if they have the V-Guard and they don't have the Temple of Sinnoh, or even if they have the Temple of Sinnoh, if I can get the Gardevoir in play, still not going to be getting the KO. And also pretty good in the mirror to slow your opponent down from getting the KO on you as well. Of course, we got the trusty Dunsparce in here to get rid of our lightning weakness, and that is the list. Like I said, a little bit different than those Aurora energy builds. I'll still be coming at you guys with a deck profile of that build, but if you want to see some more gameplay from me with this deck, stick around because we're about to get into it. But also check out the secondary YouTube channel, AzulGG 2, where I upload gameplay with pretty much every deck that I play here on the main YouTube channel over on the secondary YouTube channel. Link in the description for that. Check it out. Okay, let's go ahead and get to a game, and I'll show you guys how powerful Lugia is and how it all runs. Let's get into it. All right, we got that coin flip win. Going first. On our first turn, going first, going second. Main thing we're always looking for, well, it's not mulliganing for one, but getting Archeops, getting them into the discard pile is basically the #1 thing we look to do. We go first, or even when we go second. The Giga start, not the best to be honest, but we might be hitting some Gigaton break next turn, I guess. So yeah, opening the Gigas, not the best. We're gonna attach to it as well. Get ourselves some V and pass over my opponent. They're playing some kind of Lost Zone deck. We got the Comfey there. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to really move my Gigas next turn at all. So we're just going to attack with it is going to be the plan, I guess. I don't really want to attack with Gigas, but sometimes you don't really have a choice. Double Comfeys. Could be a Lost Zone box here from my opponent. The Gigas is pretty tanky. So if they are playing, like if they're hitting with Cram this first turn, they actually can't even KO my Gigas, which is actually pretty good. So we got that going for us. There's like some pluses here. There's some benefits to the Gigas start. And if it is some kind of Lost Zone box, we're going to be pretty aggressive with our 1 prize Pokemon ourselves. We're trying to get 2 Archeops in the discard pile. We have 2 Archeops we can attack with those Archeops throughout the game. Able to KO stuff like Sableye and Cramorants, Comfeys even. There's a Raihan for my opponent. So it might actually be The Raihan tells me that it probably is the Raikou shenanigans that I've ran into a couple times before. Yeah, they're probably playing more of a lost box or a lost gate box, whatever you want to call it, Mirage gate box, than anything. That's probably what they're playing. So going to be looking for Marnies here to disrupt their hand. Still going to be looking to attack with 1 prizers, and then we also have the Dunsparce to work with as well as a as an attacker. I don't want to get Dunsparce out, not as an attacker, as a way to prevent like lightning stuff from KOing my Lugias. That's what it's good at. Not an attacker. I don't think I'm going to be attacking with it, but it will help us in preventing our stuff from getting KO'd. That's what it'll do. Temple of Sinnoh biting the dust. That's good, especially if we're about to lose a Collapsed Stadium. Already got 5 in the Lost Zone, so quite a few in the Lost Zone already. And there's a Sableye waiting in the wings, so I'm probably not going to value this gift energy. Probably going to go ahead and use the capture instead. Go ahead and get another Lugia V in play. The option of that will be nice to maybe set up another V-Star. Yeah, like I said, expecting some shenanigans from my opponent. Maybe not as shenanigan as I thought, but we'll see. Cap. Grab. Lugia. Ultra Ball. Losing the energy top deck there was pretty annoying, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, and then research. Yeah, we don't know too much. They are playing the Fog Crystals though, so it's probably just Stable Zard. Ultra Ball away, Ultra Ball, and Choice Belt. Grab ourselves a Archeops, and then I'll Ultra Ball away the Archeops, and probably the research. Keep the Marnie, keep the Quick Ball. Actually, I kind of like that. I think I'll just get another Lugia V-Star. The following turn, we have a collapsed in the deck. Okay, and then yeah, here we go. Summoning Star, double Archeops, and gonna go ahead and grab myself double Turbo. And I don't really want to gift. Maybe a gift. I don't really want to gift. What a V-Guard for the active here. All right. And then gonna go ahead and go in again. Get these 2 for Lugia. All right. Tom break for the KO. And we'll just kind of see where it goes from here. I think I just want to kind of send some 1-prizers at him. So I think we're going to ship double Archeops. We got a Marnie to disrupt the hand, which is always key in this matchup. Yeah, Gigas goes. Maybe I go with Lugia next turn, actually. Maybe I want to attack with the Lugias before the Charizards get involved. But if they're going to be attacking with Sableye from here on out, they can kind of pick where their damage goes. So, but I guess I want Archeops in my active for the turns that Charizard could attack. So I might just sit here for a little while, to be honest. I might just kind of chill here. Swing. Hold this Marnie. Send up like the Lugia next turn. We'll KO the Sableye with the Lugia, assuming the Sableye attacks. We're assuming Sableye attacks. So I'm setting up Lugia now. And then the turn that... the turn we expect Charizard to be able to attack. Send up an Archeops, make that our active. Combo that with Marnie. And go from there. We do know they play the Raihan, so that means they could have a more aggressive attack with a Charizard. They might also play Magma Basin. That's something that's become pretty popular in the Sablezard build, so that's like another thing to think about. So they can attack with the Charizard a little bit earlier than we'd like to see. So I might play this Marnie on our 3-prize turn, so not next turn, but the turn after, and that would kind of play around the Magma Basin Charizard play. But yeah, they should be actually close. They're not quite at 10 yet. If they whiff an attack here, actually, that'd be huge. Yeah, only at 9. The Comfy, though? All right. Gonna get to 10 here. Pretty big hand. I'm assuming they have another Switch Card in here to work with. So probably attacking with Sableye's turn. And if they know what's good for them, they should definitely knock out my AzulGG. Remove that from play. That way it's not another option for me later on. And yeah, it's gonna be a chill game. We're gonna be sitting here, we're in a Marnie, and we're gonna hope my opponent whiffs, and that's basically becomes our... What? They did not have the Switch Card. Okay, that is huge for us, and very unfortunate for my opponent. Okay, so they're gonna be a turn slow. Yeah, I'm still gonna hold into the Marnie. I want to save it for that Charizard turn. So big whiff from my opponent there. I'm gonna save the Marnie for the Charizard turn, which could be next turn. They are down their Raihan, so it does kind of make me think that their Ooh, they are like out of Colress. They're just like out of supporters. 2 Colress there, 2 Colress there. This Marnie is gonna hit. They find themselves a Clara. Cram becomes an option. Now they'll get the energy for the Sableye. But if they don't go after this Gigas, we're gonna try and remove it from play. And they might go with the Cram attack. Ooh, there's a choice belt. Okay, so I can hit a little bit harder. And yeah, they're going for the Cram attack. 140 is pretty annoying, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. But if I can actually remove my Gigas from play, that'd be nice. We might be able to do that. Now I'm kind of feeling like going in. Let's go Evolution Incense first. Grab this. I kind of want to like set up another Lugia. Maybe run between more Lugias. Now I do kind of wish I had put the Gigas in my active. They are just going to Sableye next turn though, like for sure. So we can find a collapse stadium to remove some damage from play. That'd be nice. And this is the turn they could go with like a sneaky Charizard play. Marnie. I don't have that many energy left though, to be honest. Okay, remove that big old hand. And I'm gonna go with this. Gonna get another Archeops. And I'm gonna quick ball it. I'm gonna grab myself with the Dunsparce. I don't think I want Dunsparce in this matchup. I think I will just swing with this. I think I'm just gonna swing with the Lugia in the active here. 220. Serena, not gonna be super good. But yeah, I like the hand up there. I like the hand up there. Save the money for that turn. We've got 3 prize cards left. Just gotta figure out how we're gonna draw them. We have a couple attackers set up. Okay, that's a capture energy. Another Cram. Okay, so this would be great. It would be great if I could collapse Stadium away this Lugia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have 2 energy prized. Yeah, I have 2 energy prized. And I also want to attack with Gigas next turn. I guess if they could play multiple choice belt. But yeah, this really makes the... Yeah, see, look at that. Wow, another Sableye to this card. This makes things really awkward for my opponent when you hit him with that Marnie on this kind of turn. Because they really have to reach for their damage at this point. I mean, the Sableye... We have to kind of find the Collapse Stadium to actually, like, make this worth it, though. If we don't find the Collapse Stadium, this doesn't really become worth it because all the damage is sticking in play currently. But innocently... So, yeah, if we can Collapse Stadium this Lugia, I'm feeling real good about our chances in this one. Did not want to top deck the Crobat. I could boss the Sableye as well, but I think just going for the research here, trying to find that Collapse Stadium. If we find it, I think we just win. There it is. We got it. And I didn't even use the Archeops first. What do we have left, though? Double Turbo. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I don't know where I want to put it. The Gigas. Attacking with Gigas here. Do I have a boss left? I'm going to put this here. Collapse Stadium, remove all of that damage from play. That's why the Collapse Stadiums are so good in this matchup. Evolution Incense. What do we have left? I got 1 boss left. Okay, that's pretty good. I don't think I need these anymore. I'm going to quick ball away this. Grab Guardy. Increase our odds of top decking something better. I don't want to top deck the double turbo energy, though. Alright, Gigaton break. 130. This is definitely still a game, though. This is definitely still... Okay, we got the energy now, so I think we could create 2 more Lugias. Or not 2 more Lugias, another Lugia to use as our closer here. I should have probably just like got the double. Now if I top deck the double turbo, we're kind of in trouble, to be honest. It's gonna take a while to set up this last Lugia. So, but yeah, played out perfectly. If my opponent was able to Sableye this turn, to be honest though, with only 2 prize cards left, even if they could Sableye this turn, I don't think it would matter. So a well-timed Marnie, yeah, well-timed Marnie. Dug for the Collapse Stadium, removed it, and I mean that's the game plan in this matchup. Well-timed Marnies, and then find the Collapse Stadium, remove that damage from play. And to be honest, it all worked out exactly as we wanted. The Marnie, they didn't Sableye on the turn after the Marnie. Cross switcher. Okay. That's actually annoying. Alright. So... Okay. I think we're still fine. So this here. Retreat to here. Arena. These 2. 3 attach here to make sure we can retreat it next turn. One more time. What do we have left in the deck? Okay, sure. I could have drawn more there, to be honest, with this Arena, I think. Okay, Gigaton break. Knockout. I think we're still good. I was like, I was feeling a little bit sketched out, but I think we're still good here. 1 prize card left. Yeah, so we should be good here. The only play I see for them now is they could bring up this Lugia, try and trap it in the active, but they shouldn't be able to do that. I don't think so. Yeah, the only thing I see for them is they could bring up this Lugia, trap in the active, and at that point, we could have been screwed, but nope, there it is, and we get the dub. The well-timed Marnie into the Collapse Stadium to remove a bunch of damage from play, and it worked out super smoothly for us. But you can see how close that matchup is. If my opponent hit the Sableye on the turn, they whiffed it. Or to be honest, if they hit Sableye on the turn before I got the Collapse Stadium, we could have been in trouble as well. If I had whiffed Collapse Stadium, we could have been in trouble as well. So actually super close game in the end, but we are able to walk away with the dub. We did kind of almost run out of attackers at the end, but not quite, and we're able to stick it to them, get a dub here with the Lugia. If you guys want to catch some more gameplay from me with this deck, like I said, check out the secondary YouTube channel, a bunch of games up over there. I'll catch y'all in the next video.